Good morning, Junior Mustangs. Today we're going to be talking about preparing for 2-year and 4-year college. Our agenda for the day. First, we'll start off by talking about preparing for 4-year college, college research and the application timeline, building a balanced college list, testing and taking the ACT and the SAT, financial aid, college entrance essays, and letters of recommendation. And we'll be talking about preparing for 2-year college and looking at a community college overview, benefits of attending a community college, transferring in the TAG program. We'll be looking at additional career opportunities. And then finally, we are going to be doing a Naviance and a Supermatch tutorial. So during your junior year, you should start researching colleges in spring. So that would be starting now. Students should start creating a list of schools they would be interested in attending. You can add your schools to your Naviance account into the colleges I'm thinking about list to help you keep track. Or we have a tracking tool. It's linked here, and this PowerPoint will also be sent out so you can access these links. By the start of senior year, students should have a list of about 20 schools they would be interested in applying to. Senior year is right around the corner. Please take a look at the application timeline. In August of your senior year, you will receive the college application process presentation in your adulting class. In September, your senior meeting will start. Each senior will receive a 30-minute meeting with their counselor to discuss their career and college goals and the application process if you're going to be applying to college. During September through November, you should start working on your college applications. On November 30th, 2024, the UC and the CSU application will be due. In December, the deadline to enter all your schools into Naviance is required. You will be adding all schools that you're applying to into the colleges I'm applying to list. Later at the end of this presentation, we will show you how to do this. March 1st, 2025 will be the deadline for the FAFSA application. The FAFSA opens on October 1st, 2024. You should begin applying to private or out-of-state schools in September. Their due dates vary, so it is the student's responsibility to review and meet all deadlines if you're planning on applying to private or out-of-state schools. When you're applying to college, it's important to build a balanced college list. There are 3 main categories when we're talking about building a balanced college list. The safety category, you should choose about 2 to 3 schools in the safety category that you want to apply to. These are going to be schools that you genuinely like, where your academic profile, so your GPA or your test scores and your rigor of coursework, is stronger than that of the average accepted students. So an example of a safety school for all students would be community college, or for many students, some of our local CSUs can be a safety school for you. For example, Stanislaus State, or schools with an admissions rate of 60% or higher. The second category is target schools. Students should plan to apply to about 3 to 4 target schools. These are going to be schools that you genuinely like, where your academic profile is similar or equal to that of the average accepted student. Examples of this varies based on the student's academic profile. No schools with admissions rate lower than 26% would be considered a target school. The next 2 categories are optional, and they are the REACH category and the lottery category. REACH schools are going to be schools that you truly love, but your academic profile may not match the typical accepted student. This is going to be most UC campuses for most students, or schools with an admissions rate around 20%. The final category is the lottery school category. Students could apply to 1 to 2 schools in this category, but ultimately it's up to you to decide. These are similar to REACH schools, where your academic profile may not match the typical accepted students, but these schools are so selective that even the strongest academic profile will not guarantee admission. So you can kind of think of it as a lottery. You can only win the lottery if you buy a ticket. You can only win admission or gain admission by applying to the campus. These are going to be schools like Stanford and other Ivy League campuses or campuses with a 4.6% admission rate or lower. Sorry, 10% admission rate or lower. There are different types of colleges. We have University of California, which is one of the public institutions in California. These are going to be your UC campuses. The requirements to apply are having your A through G requirements completed and a 3.0 GPA or above. Remember, UC and CSU use a specific GPA to apply. Please use the A through G requirements link and the GPA link you see on the screen to determine more information about this process. There are 9 undergraduate campuses across California. Tuition for a full-time student at a UC campus will be about $14,500 plus campus fees. We also have California State Universities, the CSU campuses. This is the other public university system in California. The requirements to apply are having your A through G requirements completed and having a 2.5 GPA or above. Reminder, CSU campuses use a specific GPA to apply. It's not the GPA that you will see on your high school transcript. Students with a 2.0 to a 2.49 will be considered, but they may require additional information from you. There are 23 campuses across California. Tuition for a full-time student is about $6,000 plus campus fees. The final category is private or out-of-state schools. The requirements to apply to a private or out-of-state school varies from campus to campus. Students must check the college's website or reach out to the admissions counselor to determine if you are eligible to apply. Cost of tuition can vary significantly. Out-of-state schools will require students to pay out-of-state tuition, which can greatly increase the cost of tuition in most cases. Private and out-of-state schools will most likely be more expensive than attending a CSU or UC campus. As a reminder, Mountain House High counselors advise based off the UC and the CSU system. If you are interested in attending a private college or out-of-state college, you are required to conduct your own research to determine the requirements to apply and the process to apply. The ACT or the SAT. So for UC and CSU campuses, they do not require the SAT or the ACT to apply. They will not even accept it from you. So if you only plan on applying to a UC or CSU campus, you do not need to take the SAT or the ACT. If you are considering or know you plan on applying to private or out-of-state campuses, they may require the SAT or ACT to apply. So it's a good idea to take one or both of these exams. Many schools are test optional, which means that if you have a test score to submit, you can, but it's not required to apply. Some private or out-of-state schools will not accept the SAT or the ACT at all, and some will require it to apply. So again, it's the student's responsibility to check the college's website to determine if the SAT or the ACT is required to apply to that private or out-of-state campus. On the screen, you will see a link to the SAT registration and a link to the ACT registration. Students will release their scores directly to colleges through their College Board account. Students have until December 2024 to take the SAT or the ACT and use this score for admissions purposes. In regards to financial aid, there are 2 main categories: the FAFSA and scholarships. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. This is the form you will need to fill out to get any financial aid from the federal government to help you pay for college. This form of financial aid could come in grants, which is free money that the student does not have to pay back, scholarships, which is another form of free money that the student does not have to pay back, Work study, which is the opportunity for students to work on campus and earn money towards their education, or school loans. School loans will eventually have to be paid back by the student. You can start the FAFSA for fall 2025 college start as early as October 1st, 2024, and please see the link to the FAFSA application on the screen. Students can search for local scholarships on their Naviance account under the Colleges tab. There's also the national scholarship search engine, fastweb.com, which is linked on the screen. For students who are interested in attending an out-of-state college, we highly recommend that you look at the WUI Scholarship, also known as the Western Undergraduate Exchange. This program allows out-of-state students living in the Western Hemisphere to apply to campuses and receive discounted tuition. This applies to some schools, not all schools. But if a school offers the WUI scholarship, a lot of times it'll bring your tuition down so it's similar to attending a CSU or UC campus. If you use the link on the screen, you'll be directed to the Western Undergraduate Exchange page where you can review the colleges that offer this opportunity. Some schools may require a college entrance essay to apply. If you're planning on applying to a CSU campus, there is no essay requirement. If you plan on applying to a UC campus, they do require the personal insight questions. You must answer 4 out of 8 questions, and each response must be 350 words or less. Use the link on the screen to go to the UC essay guide. Private universities may require an essay from you. It's the student's responsibility to determine which campus has this requirement. The topics may vary. Some private colleges may be applied to through the Common Application. The Common App has essay prompts that are available now. If you use the link on the screen, you'll be directed to the Common Application questions and you can look through the essay prompts. Letters of recommendation. Some colleges, mostly private and out of state, may require or have optional letters of recommendations from teachers and or counselors. CSUs and UCs do not require letters of recommendation. So if you're only planning on applying to CSUs or UC campuses, you do not need a letter of recommendation from your teacher or from your counselor. In your junior year, students may want to talk to teachers and counselors about the future need for a letter of recommendation, but official commitments should be made at the start of senior year. If you are interested in playing college level athletics, you will need to be NCAA eligible. If you have not spoken with your counselor about being NCAA eligible, you should email your counselor today. There are specific college requirements that you have to meet in order to be eligible to play college level athletics. Your counselor can help you develop an academic plan to see if you're on track to do so. Now we're going to talk about preparing for two-year college or community college. First, let's talk about a community college overview. Students can start submitting application to community colleges starting in January of their senior year. Students can choose to earn an AA degree, an Associates of Arts, or an AS degree, an Associates of Science. You can take courses in a specific area to earn these degrees. Students can also choose to transfer after completing what's called the IGETC plan. Students should work with a community college counselor to complete general ed courses, and then you can apply to transfer to a four-year college. Community colleges may specialize in certain areas or have specialized programs, so it's important to do your research to determine which community college best meets your needs. For example, Delta has an agricultural program. Not every community college will have an agricultural program available. Students do not need to take the SAT or the ACT to apply to community college. The only thing you need to do is focus on completing your high school diploma. There's no minimum GPA requirement, in order to apply to a community college. There are on-campus dorms and sports and extracurriculars available at some community colleges. Again, it's important to do your research to try and find the community college that best fits your needs. There are many benefits of attending a community college first, even if you are four-year eligible. One of the biggest benefits is that it's going to be a huge money saver. For example, if you plan on attending a UC campus, you will spend about $15,000 in tuition cost per year. If you go to a community college first, you could save yourself about $30,000 over 2 years. It's also a great opportunity for students who have not decided what major or career path they would like to pursue. Community college gives you a more affordable opportunity to review and research different career opportunities without paying high cost of tuition. It's also a great opportunity for students to earn technical skills and certificates for students who are not interested in attending a four-year university. There's programs related to healthcare, transportation, construction, energy, information technology, and so much more. Reminder, many of these programs are campus specific. Not everybody is interested in attending a four-year university. There are many programs that you could complete at a community college and join the workforce more quickly in about 18 to 24 months. If you are interested in transferring to a four-year, we highly recommend that you complete the TAG program. Students can complete the IGETC plan and benefit from this TAG program, also known as the Transfer Admission Guarantee. On the screen, you will see a link to more information about the TAG program and the participating UC campuses. Also on the screen, you will see a link to San Joaquin Delta College's IGETC plan. Students can also apply to schools outside of the UC system and transfer once the transfer requirements are met. You should work with a community college counselor to determine which class schedule and structure you will need in order to transfer to a four-year college. They will be able to assist you with the transfer process. Not everybody is interested in attending a 2 or 4-year college. If that's you, there's really awesome opportunities through apprenticeship programs. An apprenticeship is a job opportunity where you're hired by an employer. While you are training or earning your certification, you'll be paid for the education you are completing. And then typically you are hired on with the company full-time once your training education is completed. On the screen, you will see a list of several different local organizations that are available. You can also find an apprenticeship program in California by using the link that you see in the top right-hand corner. Some additional career pathways may be cosmetology and esthetician schools. Adrian's Beauty is located in Tracy, and Paul Mitchell Modesto is located in Modesto. But there are several other programs available if you would like to do your own research. There's also the Institute of Technology, and we have the link to their website available. Their programs include culinary, criminal justice, medical, technical, welding, and a lot more. If you're interested in welding, there's the Caltrade Welding and Institute Technology of Welding. Construction, there's the Construction Management School. Kaiser Permanente School of Allied Sciences and Health. They offer certificate programs in fields such as radiologic technology, cardiographic sonography, nuclear medicine, medical assisting, and so much more. If you're interested in joining the military, there are local recruiting offices in Tracy where you can go speak with a representative to learn more about different career opportunities in the different military branches. Upcoming support and resources. We will have College Night on March 20th. You can review the topics and the links for those virtual presentations by using the link on the screen. On March 19th, we will have a college fair in the small gym where we will have about 16 representatives from colleges across California and the US here to speak with you about their schools. This opportunity will be 6 to 7:30 in the gym. And students will be able to walk from table to table to talk to each representative from the school that you're interested in. We will have an apprenticeship and trades fair opportunity on April 9th. Please ignore the 3-9 on the screen. It should say 4-9. We will send information about this opportunity once we approach it. This will be hosted during Success and lunchtime. Students can sign up on FlexTime Manager. If you go to the counseling blog, there are several college workshops already recorded that students and parents can review. Many of these are helpful resources for juniors, and we highly recommend you watch these during the summer before going into senior year. If you would like to start practicing your drafts for the UC Personal Insight questions, you can use the link on the screen to go see the instructions and the questions. Also linked on the screen is the Naviance login, where there are college and career research. In just a couple of minutes, I'm going to go over a tutorial on how students utilize Naviance. College Board has a lot of college admissions resources, scholarship information, and SAT and ACT prep. For the FAFSA application, it's linked on the screen, including the FastWeb scholarship search engine, and then also the Western Undergraduate Exchange. Juniors are not required to have an individual junior status meeting. However, if you would like to discuss your college and career plans with your counselor, you can request an individual meeting by filling out the form below. Or you can send an email to your counselor and we'll be happy to meet with you. All right, the next step is we are going to be doing a Naviance tutorial. All students should have received a junior status letter, which told them if they were on track for 2 or 4-year eligibility. Please, if you have not already done so, you should have filled out the confirmation form stating that you received your junior status letter. If you search for junior status letter in your email, you will find the email that contains your junior status letter. All right. So when students are starting their college research, they should use their Naviance account to do so. All Mountain House High students have access to a Naviance account. There's also a parent version. So if your parent would like to have access to Naviance, they just need to reach out to your counselor. First, let's start by going to counseling and then counseling home. On the right-hand side, you will see college entrance and Naviance. This will be the page where you find a lot of supportive resources to the college application process. If you scroll down, you will find the student login horseshoe. Students can click on the student login and log in with Clever. Once you log in to your Naviance account, this is what the home page should look like. First, we're going to go up here to colleges, and we're going to click on Supermatch College Search. Supermatch is a great research tool for students. You are able to apply filters based on everything that you want out of a college, and a list will be presented to you at the bottom that has all of those things that you said you wanted. So for example, maybe I'm interested in schools only in California. So I'm going to type in California. If you are interested in schools in California, Nevada, and Washington, you could put all 3 states listed in this section. Next, I'm going to go over to academics. Maybe I know I want to attend a 4-year college, so I'm going to click bachelor's degree. If I am interested in finding 2-year community colleges, you could click on associate's degree. Next, you can type in the major that you are most interested in. I'm going to choose accounting and finance, but you should put in whatever major you are most interested in pursuing, or you can list multiple majors. If you go over to admissions, you can look at acceptance rates and click on any box that you're most interested in. Remember, schools that have 76% or more would be safety schools for many students. So if you're looking for a safety school, you could click on that box. I'm going to leave this open for now. There's also opportunities to input student life. So if you have a specific Greek life organization you would like to be a part of, or a specific organization you would like to be a part of, you can put that in here. I'm going to leave that blank for now. You can also specify diversity characteristics. I'm going to leave that blank for now. If you're looking for public or private, you'll be able to use the institution characteristics tab here. Or if you're looking for smaller schools or larger schools, you can click on one of these. If you want to make sure there's on-campus housing, you can click on this. I'm going to leave all of these open for now. If there is a maximum tuition cost that you are interested in, you can use this part to apply that filter. If you're someone who wants to play a specific sport, you could add the sport that you're hoping to play to filter out schools that have that sport. And then we have the resources tab and the groups tab. I'm going to leave all of these blank for now. The only thing that I want to see is colleges in California that have that accounting and finance major. If I scroll down, I will see the list of schools that have these two things that I said I wanted. If you click on the name of the school, you'll be directed to a page that has more information about that specific campus. The fit score, if it says 100%, that means that campus has 100% of the things that you said you wanted. If it says something other than 100% here, for example, 85%, then or 83%, then that campus only has some of the things that you said you wanted. Supermatch is a great tool for students to start their research process, to find schools and areas that they're interested in and that have all the things that they are interested in pursuing. The next step I want to show you is the colleges I'm thinking about section. While students are doing research, they can add schools to the colleges I'm thinking about section. This will create a list in here and save it for them for future use so they can keep track of all the schools that they find interesting. To add schools to this list, you would use the blue button here in the left-hand corner, and you can look up the school. When students start their senior year, they will need to add all schools to the colleges I'm applying to list. Counselors use Naviance to send documents to the schools that you are applying to. And the only way we know how to do that is if you add schools to the colleges I'm applying to list. When you're in this section, you can use this search bar up in the right-hand corner. This search bar will help you search for colleges and find data to create that balanced college list. So you will be able to determine, based on your academic data, if a school is considered a safety school, a target school, or a reach school for you. I'm going to search for UC Davis. Now, when you're using the search bar, it's really sensitive in how you put the title. So if I put UC Davis, the correct school does not show up. UC Davis Continuing in Professional Education. That's not the correct school. We're looking for the University of California, Davis. So I'm going to go back, and this time I'm just going to put in Davis. Now you can see I found University of California, Davis, UC Davis. I'm going to click on the title of this school. First, you'll be directed to an overview of the campus with some information, but the most important section here is over here in the admissions section. When you click on this section, you're going to get our high school's data from previous years. So in 2024, you can see that 219 students have applied, and we have not got the results back yet of who all was accepted and enrolled. So this information is not accurate yet. However, you can review for the class of 2023, 192 applied, 44 were accepted, and 20 students from the class of 2023 decided to enroll in UC Davis. We have information for several of our previous years. If you scroll down, you will see the scattergram. Red X's show you students that were denied and what their GPA was. Purple dots show you a student that was waitlisted. And green check marks are students that were accepted into this campus. If you look at where this dotted line is, it will give you the average GPA of the average accepted student. So right now, the average accepted student from Mountain House High School into UC Davis has a 4.4 GPA. The only thing that this does not tell us is what major those students applied for. And major can have a significant impact on the admissions decision. If you're applying to a campus that has a more competitive major, it's going to be more competitive to earn admission. So nursing, computer science, engineering, and many of the STEM fields are going to be considered more competitive majors. That may explain why someone with a 3.67 GPA got into UC Davis. Maybe they applied to a major that was not highly competitive within that campus. Let's look at one other school. I'm going to go back to colleges and click on colleges I'm applying to. I'm going to go back to the search bar over here. This time I'm going to search for a CSU campus. I'm going to search for San Jose State. I'm going to click on the name, San Jose State University. And first, I'll be directed to the overview of this information for this campus. Next, I'm going to go over to admissions. And I'm going to review our application history. For the class of 2023, 190 students applied to San Jose State. 118 were accepted. And we currently have 48 students enrolled at San Jose State from the class of 2023. If we scroll down and look at the scattergram, we can review the information that's available here. The average accepted student from Mountain House High School had a 3.98 GPA. There are a lot of other helpful tools in Naviance that students can use. If you're unsure which career you're interested in, there's a lot of helpful information up here in the career section. You can explore careers and cluster pathways. If you go to self-discovery, you could look at the skills or personalities or intelligence or the career interest profiler. The career interest profiler will give you a short survey that you fill out. It's going to highlight your interests and your strengths, and it's going to point you in a direction of possible careers that might be a good fit for you. If you have any questions about using Naviance, please reach out to your counselor directly. We hope this information was helpful. If you would like to schedule that junior status meeting with your counselor, please reach out to your counselor directly. We hope you guys have a great rest of the year for your junior year, and we're excited to work with you as a senior class.